Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is episode 2 of Grand Ages Medieval. So remember we saved our game, so if we highlight the scout, that means we can now deal with Thessaloniki, and which is a Greek city. And again, so put it up using L3. We can put our cursor over Thessaloniki, pressing X, and now we can deal with them. So R1 moves it to diplomacy. So let us submit an offer. So L3 moves it up and down. So you'll see submit an offer is highlighted, pressing X.
What do you have to offer me?
And then pressing X again. So we will, let's say we give him gold, and L3 left stick, let's say we kick it up to 14,000. Let's say 14,000. And then again L3 we get, so we're offering 14,000, and what we're asking for is not an alliance but a transit agreement. That means we can build roads, we can approach, we can actually go to them. And then pressing triangle presents the offer to them.
Your offer fails to please me.
So let us increase it to 15,000. Same transit agreement,
Your
and he
offer
accepted.
appeals to me. Done.
So sometimes, again, it is very frustrating. That's why it's very expensive. And then let us say save this again, just to be sure that we had a successful offer with them, and we didn't overpay, right? We actually got them to agree with us. And while they are there, let us submit another offer.
What do you have to offer me?
This time, let us 10,000 is fine. Same, we offer them 10,000, and then again using L3 to navigate, we will do a trade agreement. So assuming 10,000, they will accept it. Pressing triangle to actually submit the offer.
Your offer appeals to me. Done.
Okay, so now we have a trade agreement with Thessaloniki, and then pressing circle, we're out. So now we can use our scout, because we're required to explore and go to Budapest, right? So instead of doing that, we can actually now, using L3, go down here, and then pressing square, that's his designation, because we see a road going all the way down. So let's press here, and then R2, we speed it up. Now we discover Athens. Athens is just right here. And let us come here.
It's nearby.
Nope, apparently it will not allow us to do that.
No problem.
It will not allow us to do that. Okay, no wonder we can't, because that's the ocean. So we discover another city called Vlor. So let's continue up the coast.
We're practically
Hopefully
there.
Nope, that's not the coast. So let's continue up the coast. So that's a coastal city.
Let's get on with it.
And hopefully, and that's why it will not allow us earlier to...
No problem.
Okay, now we also discover a new city called Split, and there is
Almost
a road. So again, speeding up the gameplay, using R2 speeds up the gameplay. We can check on our city, and our city is showing like something on top of it, right? If we go to our city and we look down, go to our city, highlight our city using the L3, pressing X allows us to go look at our city, what's happening in the city. What we're asking them to do is, remember in the last episode, we asked the inn to create 5 carts, and apparently they can't make the carts because they don't have enough items. Because we're creating carts, and also we're building an extra logging house, a brick kiln, and they require they require materials. So again, L3 is the mainly navigating. Now, if we press and hold L2, the left trigger, we see a shadowy highlight like this. See, this shadowy highlight shows us more detailed information. So here, it shows us the inhabitants of the town. This shows us workers. This shows us free workers. And this shows us how many workers join our town. So weekly changes in the number of workers joining our town. So, and these show us with the supply radius. Soldiers within supply radius. We have 10, which is our scout. And these are carts in town. And the most important thing is if we highlight this, it shows that we are short on 8 logs. So good thing we are getting our lumberjack factory up by 1 and our brickyard up by 1. And then we'll just improve this later on once we get more, once we get these things up. And then also we get the proper workers, enough workers to run these factories. So that's the other thing worth considering. There's nothing we can do about it. Also, if we are desperate, we can actually go into town here, right? Go into town and we can press on the inn, right? Our L3 over the inn, and we can use R2 button to go to the offers.
What can I
so
do?
it shows we're short logs, so they are selling logs. So in this guy can sell logs, fish, salt bread, and ham, but these are very expensive. So let's say we for 2 barrels of fruits I'll offer you. So it is for 2 barrels of fruit they'll offer us 1 barrel of lumber. We don't have to do that because first we are on the way of we're about a third of the way finishing our lumber factory. So let's not do that. So while we are while that is being developed, we can use our scouts to further explore. Oops. Okay, and then we just put it here.
Almost there.
Again, using the square. Oh, Zagreb. So there's a new town that we discovered, Zagreb. Wow, they have good roads. Wow, those are nice roads. So these reveal upgraded roads. These are dotted lines are barely better than rut. They're rut trails. They're not roads. They're barely called roads. The difference is that better roads makes our trader travel faster. So they have got trader going on already. We have a trader, but we don't have roads, so we can go here if we want to. And so right now, what are the other basic tasks we need to do? Because the town of Budapest is within your scout's range of sight, you can use X to open the town center, and that is what we did.
We're practically there.
Okay, so using L to highlight Budapest, pressing X, and we get to the diplomacy. We already did that with Thessaloniki, so this tutorial is telling us to do the same thing with Budapest. So we can R2 to go to that thing.
I feared your arrival.
Again, before we do anything, it would make sense if we kinda save this again, because we would like to be as cheap as possible. So let us save this. Campaign 2. And it cost us like 15,000 to get the transit agreement and 10,000 to get the trade agreement. Here we are being asked to now make an offer by offering at least to get a trade agreement. So apparently we already have a transit agreement with them. So let's offer, let's try 12,000. And then How about just 10,000? We've got no. 10,000. Well, let's try to. So we already apparently have a transit agreement with them. How about trade agreement? And then pressing triangle.
No, I will not do that.
Uh-oh. Apparently we can't do
An
that.
offer.
So we have to go up
Could it
to
be?
13,000. So again, we'll try this.
No, I will not do that.
Oh, they won't do it. We got to
An
go to
offer.
15.
What could it be?
So let's go to 15,000. Wow, they're tough. And then let's go for a trade agreement. Triangle.
Not a bad offer at all.
Jeez. So maybe usually in 2 offers, if we don't get it, we'll go away because maybe this is a tutorial, so that we have no problem. Okay, so we now can trade with them. A trader is also waiting to be assigned a task in Sofia. Move to focus on the town and press and hold L1 to select it. Note that the town's name will only be displayed after you have zoomed out a little. Okay, we can do that, but we don't have to do that now. We can continue to have our scout explore the countryside.
No problem.
So here is our town. Pressing X, we can go to the inn to find out if they're just starting to make the carts. So and what is our situation like? So we don't have that much goods actually. So because we improved our kiln and the lumberjack, so what excess wood that we had before is gone because they were used to create that. And so the only thing excess that we have, not actually excess, now these things have, you see beside every item, you see like a barrel sign. The barrel sign, no barrels means we have nothing of that, or we are in dire need of that thing. 1 barrel means we have some supplies. 2 barrels, we have enough supplies that we can sell to anybody who comes into town, or for us. And 3 barrels means we have an excess of it, and 4 barrels is we're close to having too much of it. And when we have too much of it, they spoil, simply because we don't have storage facilities for those things. So we don't have anything to sell. So you heard like a sound, like a tune that went off. That showed that we actually just encountered a commodity pile. Again, time to save, because a commodity pile is something we don't want to overlook. The thing is that, so our scout can actually jump on that commodity pile. So again, we have that commodity pile highlighted with our cursor, and pressing X we send him there. The thing is that sometimes there are bandits there.
Let's get on with it.
Let's see if this has a bandit. So we found 200 barrels of fish and this was sent to Sofia. So that's always good. So be aware of,
it's nearby.
We have to keep a constant awareness, or our ears to the fact that we might hear like.
We're practically there.
So we are continuing our exploration. So our scout is very fast, and let's see how far out he can go. Let's go as far as out. Yeah, he can go. Ooh, wow, that is Constantinople. Is that?
Almost there.
I don't know. Ooh, that's the ocean. So Constanta apparently is trading with somebody.
No problem.
So we can continue down the coast, follow the road.
We're practically there.
Oh, that's Constantinople. Okay, and then
No
down
problem.
further. Oh, there are merchants already trading.
Let's get on with it.
So let's get. Oops, they won't allow. Ooh, no. Oh, they will allow us to go here. Can they come here? So No, they. Oh, they can come here.
Let's get on with it.
How far down can we go? Oh, it says too far away. And it was that Izmir. Let's see if we can
No
come
problem.
here. Unreachable.
We're practically there.
So we have to come back all the way out here. And let's
It's
see.
nearby.
Oh, no wonder. There's a lot of water there, so we couldn't go through there. And okay, so that flashing mark on around our trader with the bag is telling us that we need to proceed with this guy. So let's go check on our city again, and go down to the inn. Oh, that's our trader. So he hasn't made the carts aren't made yet. And then what are we producing? Oh, we have produced. So we now have 3 lumberjacks, and we have 3 kilns. We can now increase our grain. Again, pressing. So when that manufacturing, when the grain is highlighted, pressing X. So we can increase it by 1, and then we can increase our fruits by 1. Oops, that shows that again. It's showing that pressing left trigger and using L3, we see that we are short 9 bricks and 40 wood. So what is, see, we are short. We are not, oh, that's the fish we had, right? We picked up a lot of fish. So there's no point sending our trader up to Budapest, right? He says, so let's not have that guy highlighted yet because we don't have anything to sell. So that's our scout. Let's continue to
Almost there.
check. Ooh. And look at Constantinople. They no, not Constantinople, Thessaloniki. And if we pressed here, we will see that they are severely short on grains, and I think that's honey. So it shows that they are making these things, right? They're making wood, fish, salt, bread, and beef, but they're short on grains. So, oh, the other thing, the very important thing is that when we look at the items to trade, we can see that there are grains, there are fruits, there's fish, there's honey, there's beer, there's cake, but all of those only and wine, only grain will feed the populace. So if there is not enough grain in that town, the town will starve and the population will drop. Again, that is not obvious. So you would think that there are so many items there that you're okay. You know,
It's nearby.
they've got fish, they've got fruits, they've got all kinds of stuff that they can feed the population with, but
We're
no,
practically there.
only grain will satisfy hunger. And so that's something we need to remember. Now,
We're
I am
practically
very
there.
casual about not worried about
Almost there.
how that the other split, that the city of Split, the city of Zagreb, Budapest, right? Budapest is now level 2. We are still level 1. I'm not very worried
We're
because
practically there.
this is a tutorial. So I believe this is my personal belief, is that the story will not progress until we finish every item the tutorial does. Once we finish everything that the tutorial teaches us, it becomes an open world, and then everybody now will be going at their highest speed. So while we are in the tutorial, I don't think they will be doing that. So I am not worried. Okay, let's go check what is here. Oh, we are almost finished with the carts. And after the carts, what I want to do is we need to build a building squad. Now, the building squad requires 20 people. Here it shows it. We need 20 people, required workers, it will cost 4,000 gold pieces and 2 weeks to make it. So let's make that. Okay, building squad, yes, because we need to. And see, it shows that we are short 9 workers here, because just for this alone, because we expanded this and this, right? So, and we're expanding this too. So we will need more workers. And in addition to that, the building squad will also require workers. And those workers will come from this line. These are the free workers. We don't have that much free workers. And the thing about this is that the game mechanics is that if we have businesses going, what do you call these? People from the countryside will migrate to our town.
Let's get on with it.
Because they have, it's, if what do you call this? Industrialization pulled a lot
No
of
problem.
farmers from the fields to the cities, and it's going to be the same thing
nearby.
here too. So right now we are still showing that we're short on material, so there's no rush for us. So what's the shortage now? We're short 41 logs, and so we have nothing to trade. Oh, we have some bricks to trade, and we have some fish to trade. So right now we can continue with the exploration. Oh, somebody's doing exploration too. Okay, we saw Izmir, we saw Athens, Vlor. Vlor is red, so that says something. Constantinople is blue. The gray ones, I think, are neutral countries. Blue might be our friend. I think so. I think so. Anyway, so let's continue to let time run by pressing R2. Oh, our city is now level 2 because we have grown. And let's check on our building squad. Okay. So we still don't have much to trade. So I'm advancing it a little bit. And then let's check on our inn. So they're still building the last cart. Okay, and then let's continue and let it run. How come we're still short on wood? What's our production like? Yeah, we're nothing on wood. Okay, and let's continue for it to run a little bit more. Okay, finally it's done. So we don't need any more wood, so I think we finished. Oh, we have tradable goods. Now, okay, again, remember press and hold L1, and then yes, use L3 to highlight the bag, our trader, and pressing X, we have picked him. So now we have fulfilled 20 lessons of the 10 lessons of the basic 20 lessons. In each town, there are several buildings in which you can perform important actions. You can access them all via the town dialogue. Select the town to open this dialogue. So with our scout highlighted on our bottom left-hand corner, and our town highlighted with the cursor, pressing X, we open the town. So it shows us using R1 and L1, which we talked about before, the shoulder buttons, we can navigate. So these are the items we can trade, and these are consumption, and this is Old Town. So before we do that, okay, it shows us the I. So pressing and holding L2, we can go to I, and it shows us in the overview tab, you should pay particular attention to the prosperity of your cities and current events. The businesses in the town are listed under production. Okay, so those are things you can read on your own. They are so that means we can now start selling. So they asked us to pick this one, right? So we use our L. Wait. Before we do that, let's get Using the D-pad, pressing left on the D-pad. Let's get out of this first. So with our trader highlighted, pressing D-pad, right on the D-pad, and you will see that we have these little squares on our scouts highlighted. See, left and right allows it to move back and forth. If we focus on this one, this represents carts. So right now by focusing on that one and pressing X, we show that our guy has only one cart and there are 10 carts available in town. So using D-pad, we can highlight the plus, left is minus. So we can use the plus and we can add those 10 carts to our trader. Now our trader can carry 1,000 kilos. So at the bottom our trader is called Milos Karadzic in Sofia. So he now has 11 carts with him, and it's important because the more carts he has, the more goods he can haul around. And again, our timer went off, so let me cut the episode right here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you will join me in the next episode. Bye.